Hey guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a fun read aloud with you of the story Bits and Pieces. Bits and Pieces was written in 2013 by Judy Schachner, and it tells the story of a silly little kitty named Tink. If you're ready to hear the story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. Bits and Pieces. I'll get a close-up so you can see that cute picture of a mama and her baby. This is what many cats love to do, just roll around on the floor. And sit in chairs. For a cat, Tink was an odd duck. So even for a cat, Tink was weird, strange. Perhaps it was because he had been raised by Granny Man. Or maybe it was because his brain was the size of a frozen pea. Ooh, I'm losing my cover. So he was raised by his Granny Man, and they said he had a tiny little brain the size of a pea. No matter, his family loved their boy to bits. So just like most people who have cats, they do crazy stuff, but you still just love them because they're your kitty babies. And he likes to sleep on his back in a chair. One time, when he and his sisters were quite young, they peeked into each one of his little brown ears. And do you know what they saw? They saw each other. They're saying he's not very smart. When they look through his ears, he calls them his sisters. They could see each other. And this explained a lot, such as their cat's eating habits. So he has a list of things that are good to eat: 2 pool noodles, a flip-flop, packing peanuts, 3 Chinese lanterns, a third of a shower curtain, dollhouse furniture, rubber bands, good plants, bad plants, more rubber bands, tiny beads, baubles, 1 blue bunny, brooch, and a slinky. Those aren't things for kitties to eat, but those are things that kitties do eat. I have 3 cats of my own, and they like to play with strange things. You have to look out for them. After months of sneaking these kinds of snacks, Tink teetered into the kitchen and tipped over. And no amount of coaxing could put their baby back on his paws. So, his mother, who loved her boy to bits, had no choice but to take Tink to the kitty clinic, where they treated him with green gloves and a giant red pill. So, all of those things that Tink wasn't supposed to be eating made him very sick. And he had to go to the vet. And you can see by the way he's moving his arms and legs that kitties do not like to go to the kitty clinic. And they definitely do not like green gloves. And they definitely do not like taking medicine. When Tink came home, he had forgotten all about being sick. But he never forgot the excitement of being outdoors. So he'd never been outside. He doesn't remember where he was or that he got sick or any of that stuff. But he was outside. Still, Tink enjoyed his life as an indoor cat because he did everything with his family. He read with them. I'll get a little closer. He's on top of the newspaper. And bathed with them, trying to get into the tub. He worked with them. Oh, look at me, put the light on me. And he played with them. He's standing on their chessboard. He's not very good at games. But he loves his family. And his family, welcome home, Tinky. a little sign, and he's out there looking at the birds and the squirrels. But from time to time, his family had to leave Tink home alone, so they decided to find their sweet boy a little friend to keep him company. After a few awkward moments and a tussle, so Tink is a big boy, and they decided that he needed a little buddy, and things got weird. Tink didn't want to share his toys, and he told the little kitty to go away, and then they got in a fight, a tussle. You think Tink wants a friend? Big and Little settled in for a long, cozy nap, and from that moment on, the two cats loved each other to bits and pieces. So, after they'd gotten a little tussle, they got tired and they curled up together, and they were bits and pieces together forever. Just as he had learned to be a good cat from his granny man, Tink decided to be a mother brother to his kitten. Among his many lessons were weaving in and out of legs, and warming, especially snuggling in your hair, and how to help with the laundry. So this is something that all of these are things that cats do, but they're not always great things. This weaving might be an important thing for a cat to teach another cat, but humans could do without it. This warming thing, that's a little nicer. Sometimes it's nice to have a little head warmer. And helping with the laundry, in my house, when cats help with the laundry, it means that they just sit in the laundry basket, and they'd love it. Maybe these ones like to fold laundry. If so, I'd like them to come and teach my cat to fold laundry. Though his experience was limited, Tink's best lessons were all about the great outdoors. And over the years, he tried to get more experience. Get back here, Sneaky Pete. Oh, no, you don't, Monkey Pants. Gotcha, Butterball. But it wasn't a battle Tink would always lose. So once he got a little taste of the outside, anytime someone opened the door, he wanted to go outside. And he didn't always get it, and most of the time he was stopped. Sneaky Pete, Butterball, Monkey Pants. But that might not always be the case. And on his way to becoming a very old cat, Tink would lose many more things. Most of his hearing, a few pounds, and all of his common sense. So that's why on his 20th birthday, Tink licked a stick of butter. So he's very old. Cats don't usually get to be 20 years old. So when he wanted to lick a stick of butter for his birthday, that's kind of like a cat having a birthday cake. Then he slipped out, unnoticed, out the front door while his father brought in the newspaper. Dun, dun, dun! So now he's very old, and Tink has come outside, but we can see his little buddy is inside. And Papa, he doesn't know at all. One time my kitty boy got out, and it scared us all very badly. For the first time in his life, Tink was an outdoor cat, and it felt intoxicating. It means he was in love. He was almost sick with it, being outside. It felt so good. He strolled past 2 barking dogs and 3 squawking crows. Then Tink wove his way through a thick stand of bamboo. So he's smelling flowers. He's being a tough guy with these dogs. He doesn't care that these birds are all cawing at him. And then he took his weaving lessons to the streets, and he was weaving in and out of this bamboo. Well, that's good. He's having a little kitty adventure. until he met the moon on the other side. "I'm going home now," he announced the old boy. So he's been out playing until it got all day, and now it's dark. And now he's decided, now I'm ready to go home. Or so he thought. Because after a night of wandering, Tink woke up confused and hungry inside the middle of an old rubber tire. And sitting on the floor right next to him was a plate of fresh pink salmon. A block away, two little girls were studying a poster about a lost cat. "Hey," said Maya, "isn't that the cat in the Walker's garage?" "Yup, I'm sure it is," said Allie. Then off they flew like two feathers in the wind. So Tink woke up in a tire in a garage, but someone had given him some food, and Tink's family had put up a poster, "Lost Cat Tink, last seen licking a stick of butter, reward," and called the phone number. But these two little girls recognize the cat, and they're going to get some help. They know he's at the Walker's garage. But right around the corner and 2 streets down, the cat stranger was beginning to cause a real commotion. Where did he come from? He came from the tire. It's like a miracle. Do you think he can see? His eyes are so glossy. Ooh, he's so cute. Will they keep him? No, Tugger likes to eat cats. Just as Tink was basking in the glow of so many new friends, a nice man plucked him from the tire and placed him inside a cardboard box. "Sorry, fella," said the man. "We've got to bring you to the animal shelter." But moments before the lid was lowered, the two little sleuths on silver scooters came racing toward the crowd. Huffing and puffing right behind them was a lady who looked like she had lost her best friend. So all these kids came to the garage to see the little kitty, and they have lots of questions about what he's up to. But the man whose garage it is, Walker, I guess, is putting him in the box and is going to take him to the animal shelter where you can go look for your pets if they get lost. But just as he's about to leave, he hears some heavy breathing and someone is running like they've lost their best friend. And they kind of have. "We found her!" shouted the girls, dropping their scooters. "Found who?" someone shouted. "Tink's mother, of course," replied the girls. "It's another miracle," declared a child. Well, it wasn't a miracle, but to the lady who loved her boy to bits and pieces, it sure felt like one. Over in the box, Tink sat as still as a stick until he looked up and saw two sweet girls who reminded him of his own sisters. "Come on, cutie pie," said Allie. "You're going home," said Maya. Then, as both girls gently lifted the old boy up for one last kiss, they couldn't help but see into Tink's soft brown ears. And do you know what they saw? So, these little girls called the number on the poster and found Tink's mama, and they picked him up for one last kiss. And remember, in the beginning, his sisters looked through his ears, and what did they see? Each other. What do you think these two girls are going to see? You think Tink's gotten smarter? I sure hope so. They saw each other. But Tink got to go home to his little brother. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this story about an old kitty who goes on a fun adventure. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page, right over here. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, please click that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the page, and don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon. I love you to bits and pieces. Bye-bye.